My girlfriend's mother at a family dinner remarked, "Sweetheart, you're settling. Look at your sister. She married a doctor." My girlfriend Claire nodded and replied, "I know, Mom, but he's fine for now." I just smiled, ate my meal, and never returned. 6 months later, Claire's sister's doctor husband left her for his nurse. I'm Ethan, 29, and I just witnessed karma delivering a flawless performance. It took half a year, but the wait was worth it. I'd been dating Claire for 14 months. She's 27, a dental assistant, attractive, but her family baggage is a lot to handle. We were getting serious, spending most weekends together, even discussing moving in. Her mom, Linda, is the type who peaked in high school and clings to that glory. Claire's older sister, Megan, married a heart surgeon named Dr. Thomas 3 years ago, and Linda never lets anyone forget it. Family gatherings were a showcase for Dr. Thomas. Linda would weave him into every topic, as if he were a medical god among us. Thomas says the market's shaky. Thomas thinks we should refinance. Thomas got Megan a stunning bracelet for their anniversary. Meanwhile, I'm a construction project manager, earn a solid living, own my home, and drive a dependable truck. Not flashy, but I'm doing fine. Next to Dr. Thomas's luxury sedan and surgeon's paycheck, though, I was apparently a step above a street vendor. Claire usually brushed off her mom's obsession with Thomas privately, rolling her eyes and switching topics to keep the peace. I assumed she was balancing family dynamics while building something real with me. Last month, Linda hosted a Sunday dinner. These dinners were practically weekly tributes to Dr. Thomas's brilliance. Megan would bask in the praise while Linda rattled off his latest accomplishments, and Claire would smile politely while I mentally mapped out exits. This particular evening, Linda was in top form. Dr. Thomas had just landed a big promotion at the hospital, and she was practically glowing with pride. "Megan, you're so fortunate to have a man with such drive, such commitment to his profession." Megan soaked it up like a sunbather. "Thomas works 60-hour weeks, but that's what greatness demands." Then Linda turned to Claire with that universal mom disappointment stare. "Sweetheart, you're settling. Look at your sister. She married a doctor, a true professional." Claire squirmed. "Mom, Ethan has a solid job." "Sure he does, dear," Linda said, "but there's a difference between jobs and real careers that matter." I kept eating my roast, wondering if Linda had ever met a doctor besides her son-in-law. Pretty sure they're just people with longer degrees. But what do I know? Then Claire dropped the line that ended us. "I know, Mom, but he's fine for now." She said it like she was talking about a rental car she'd return later. The table fell silent. Megan smirked. Linda nodded like Claire had finally shown some sense. I took another bite of roast, chewed deliberately, and smiled. "This roast is amazing, Linda. Your best yet." "Thank you, Ethan," Linda beamed. "It's my great-grandmother's recipe." I finished my plate, praised the pie, thanked Linda for the evening, kissed Claire on the cheek, and said, "Thanks for a great night." I drove home, blocked Claire's number, boxed up her stuff at my place, and never spoke to her again. Claire started calling that night from random numbers. I ignored them all. The next morning, I left a box of her belongings, clothes, toothbrush, spare key to my place, at her apartment's front desk. Tuesday evening, she was waiting by my truck after work. "Ethan, what's going on? You blocked me and sent back my things." "Hey, Claire, how's it going?" How's it going? I've been trying to reach you since Sunday. Yeah, figured you'd want to focus on finding someone better than fine for now. Her face paled. Ethan, that's not what I meant. How did you mean it then? I was just trying to get Mom off my case. You know how she is about Megan and Thomas. So you dealt with family pressure by calling me a temporary fix. That's not what I said. You said I'm fine for now. That's the definition of temporary. Ethan, please, can we talk somewhere private? We're talking now. You want someone better? Go find them. She tried to grab my arm. I don't want anyone else. You did on Sunday. What changed? She had no answer. I got in my truck and drove off. Over the next week, I blocked 4 more numbers she used to call me. People are generous with their phones for relationship drama. 2 weeks later, I was eating a sandwich at a deli near my office when Megan walked in, spotted me, and marched over like she'd been on a mission. Ethan, we need to talk. Do we? Claire's a wreck. You're being unfair. How's Dr. Thomas doing? Don't dodge the question. Claire messed up. She told your family I was temporary. What's the mess up there? She was under pressure. Mom was doing her usual Thomas worship. So she threw me under the bus to please Mommy. She didn't throw you under anything. She said I'd do for now while I was sitting there. How's that not throwing me under the bus? Megan shifted uncomfortably. Claire really cares about you. She cares about having a boyfriend. Whether it's me or someone more impressive seems flexible. You're being dramatic. I'm being real. Your family could try it sometime. What's that supposed to mean? Nothing, Megan. Say hi to your husband. She left, clearly annoyed. A week later, Linda cornered me in the grocery store's dairy aisle like some kind of relationship rescue elf. Ethan, I'm so glad I ran into you. Mrs. Carter, how are you? I'm worried about Claire. She's been miserable since your argument. We didn't argue. She said I'd do for now. I took her seriously. It was just family talk. You know how it goes. I know your daughter said she was settling for me. Pretty clear message. Ethan, you're a nice young man, but you're being stubborn. Linda, if someone told their mom they're dating you temporarily at the dinner table, what would you do? I'd look at the context. The context was Claire getting your approval by putting me down. She succeeded. She didn't mean it. She meant it enough to say it to your face. Linda huffed and left. I grabbed my milk and finished shopping in peace. 4 months passed. I started dating again, met a teacher named Emily who finds my job interesting, not embarrassing. We'd been together 6 weeks when my friend Ryan called with news. Dude, you remember your ex's sister? The doctor's wife? Megan? What about her? Her marriage is collapsing. Caught him cheating. I nearly spit out my coffee. With who? A nurse at his hospital. Classic, right? How'd she find out? The nurse's boyfriend found their texts and sent screenshots to Megan. Guess he was fed up being the side piece's side piece. I processed this. The perfect couple Linda idolized, the benchmark Claire was supposed to chase, had just blown up. Is this confirmed or just talk? My girlfriend's friend works with Megan. It's legit. Megan's staying with friends because she can't deal with her parents right now. The irony was perfect. It gets better, Ryan added. Dr. Perfect has some pricey habits Megan didn't know about. She's talking to lawyers to protect what's left of their money. 2 weeks later, Ryan called again. Your ex's sister is officially divorcing. It's messy. How messy? Thomas was living way beyond their means. Fancy cars, lavish trips, keeping up appearances. They're not as rich as everyone thought. What about Claire? She's been asking my girlfriend about you. Whether you're seeing anyone if you seem happy. What does your girlfriend say? That you're thriving and moved on. Last month, Claire showed up at my house on a Saturday morning with coffee and bagels, looking like she'd rehearsed her speech for weeks. Ethan, please, just 10 minutes. Claire, what are you doing? I brought breakfast, those bagels you love from Baker's. I can buy my own bagels. I know, I've had 4 months to think about what happened. And I made the worst mistake of my life. I leaned against my door. Which mistake? Saying what I said at dinner, letting Mom's pressure push me to say something awful about you. You said something honest to win family points. It wasn't honest. I've never thought you were temporary. You said I'd do for now, Claire, in front of everyone. How's that not honest? I was panicking. Mom was doing her Megan and Thomas routine, and I said something dumb to shut her up. So you threw me under the bus. I hurt the person I care about most because I was too weak to stand up to Mom. She started crying. Ethan, I've spent 4 months realizing what I lost. You were the best part of my life, and I ruined it for Mom's approval. Claire, the best part of your life wouldn't be someone you think is fine for now. I don't think that. I never did. You said it. I said something stupid when I was cornered. You said something true when you thought it was safe. She wiped her eyes. What about Megan and Thomas? You heard what happened. I heard. Doesn't that change anything? Doesn't it show Mom's perfect doctor wasn't so perfect? Claire, I didn't need Thomas to fail to know my worth. The fact that you did says it all. That's not fair. Life's not fair. Sometimes people you think are temporary decide you're not worth their time. Ethan, please. I love you. No, you love the idea of me now that your family's golden couple imploded. That's not the same. She stood there crying, holding her peace offering. I felt bad for her, but not enough to pretend words don't have weight. I know I don't deserve another chance, she whispered. You're right. You don't. I closed the door. 6 weeks have passed since Claire's bagel attempt. No word from her since, so I guess she finally got the message. Megan's divorce finalized last month. Turns out, doctor, Thomas wasn't just cheating. He'd been burning through money they didn't have on his lifestyle and his mistress. Megan kept their house, but it's heavily mortgaged. She's moved in with Linda temporarily while sorting out her finances. Linda's been unusually quiet about giving relationship advice lately. Funny how watching your ideal marriage collapse humbles you. Claire's apparently learned something about family pressure, too. Ryan heard through his girlfriend that Claire told Linda to stop meddling in her love life. The best part? Megan's been asking friends if they know any dependable guys with steady jobs. Reality has adjusted her expectations. Some folks think I should have given Claire another chance since she apologized. But here's the thing. Her apology only came after her family's perfect example fell apart. For 4 months, she told mutual friends I was overreacting instead of owning her mistake. She didn't want me back because she saw my value. She wanted me back because her sister's marriage crashing scared her into settling for what she'd already discarded. Emily and I are doing great. She's never compared me to anyone else or hinted I'm temporary. When her friends ask about me, she talks about how I make her smile, not my job title. Revolutionary, right? Claire wanted someone better than me. I hope she finds him, but she'll have to do it without using me as a stopgap while she searches. As for Dr. Thomas, last I heard, he's renting a room from another divorced doctor and taking public transit to work. Turns out Linda's perfect man was just a guy with student debt and bad self-control. Sometimes karma doesn't need a push. It just needs time to shine. Thanks for reading. The best revenge is living well while others' illusions crumble on their own. Thank you for watching Story. Please subscribe and hit the notification bell for more real-life stories.